Here we have a picture of former Spice Girl. Well, they still get back together occasionally. Melanie Brown, better known as Mel B or Scary Spice. And on the right, we got Eddie Murphy. Everybody knows the story here. You know, they used to hook up about 10 years ago. And as a result of their hookups, Mel B gave birth to a daughter. I think her name's Angela, which Eddie Murphy denied in the very beginning. But DNA tests pretty much proved Eddie, when it comes to Angela, you are the father. But they did make peace after that came out. And Eddie is involved in the child's life. And I can go into a lecture about, taking responsibility. But, he is. That's the bottom line. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about today on Good Morning Britain over in Mel B's home country. She talked about her many loves. And she referred to Eddie Murphy as the greatest love of her life. And all sorts of things went through my head. I was like, well, this guy kind of tried to deny you and your kid when you first gave birth, even before you gave birth. And I was like, how is he the greatest love? But, we don't know who it goes through someone's mind. And I have to admit, I started thinking like a man. I was like, wow. Because you've never been able to really, except for when you was married to that Belafonte guy, you've never really been able to keep Eddie Murphy's name out your mouth. Which makes me think he must have put that good loving on you. Hence the song playing in the background. He must have put that soul rocking loving on you. He must have took you to Space Mountain. He must have had you squirting like Diamond Jackson, for those of you that get the reference. He must have put that soul touching down to the bone marrow. He must have put that deep penetration on you. He must have had you really wide open. He must have put you in that special position and made you submit, made you surrender. To the point where I'm thinking, even though he's in a relationship, if he wanted that tail right now, and be honest, looking at Mel B, it wouldn't be too hard to get motivated. If he wanted that tail right now, you'd probably give it to him, even knowing he was in a relationship. Nah, seriously. He must, but to her credit, she has said she respects the relationship between Eddie and his current woman. So, that's good on her. But for her to say that, all I got to say is, Eddie, you must have really, to quote Michael Jackson, you must have really rocked her world instead of rock my world. Or in her mind, she was like, Eddie rocked my world. Oh my goodness. I just think it's kind of funny. It's just a trivial thing to talk about, but yeah, he must have put it on her. He must have had that he must have put that toe curling loving on her. For her to still be fiending after all this time about Eddie, woo, whatever you did, Mr. Murphy, woo, you still got a woman like that still thinking about you? Wow. Anyway, that's all I got to say. How about?